Welcome back to English Corner for ninth grade. Are you ready for this new challenge? Let's go! Let's start with the objective for this challenge. The objective for today is going to be write a description of an artistic representation using thematic vocabulary and prepositions. Before we can start, let's have a look at how the challenge is organized with a lesson plan. First, we're going to learn what is art and the vocabulary that is used to describe art forms. Then, we're going to use prepositions of place. These two contents are going to help us to write a description of an artistic representation. Before we can continue, pay attention to the following symbols. They will help you understand the challenge. Number 1, pay attention. Number 2, take notes. Number 3, write in your copybook. Number 4, use your computer. Number 5, take a picture. Number 6, volume up and activate it. Number 7, go forward. Number 8, go back. Number 9, use your mobile device. And number 10, send an email. Now, are you ready to start with the contents and the challenge? Let's start. First, we're going to see the materials that we will need for the challenge. The first material is your copybook or a computer. You can use them to write and take notes of the contents. The second material that we're going to need is an artistic representation. It can be any type of image of an artistic representation that you can use to describe. Let's start with the first part of the contents. What is art? Art is a vast, diverse range of human activities engaged in creating visual, auditory, or performed artifacts or artworks that express the author's imaginative or technical ability and are intended to be appreciated for their beauty or emotional power. Examples of art could be dancing, a painting, or an sculpture. But how can we describe art forms using English words? For this, we're going to use thematic vocabulary. And in this challenge, we're going to use the following words. Number 1, vivid. Vivid means an intense color or images. Number 2, it shows. It shows means to express a feeling or give information so that other people are able to notice it. Number 3, influence. It means an effect or impact. Number 4, it was painted. It means a description of when or how the painting was created. Number 5, the colors are. It means the description of the colors that are used. Number 6, colorful means having a big amount of colors. Number 7, the style means the way something is designed or made. Number 8, it symbolizes means to represent something. Number 9, watercolor means a paint that is mixed with water and used to create pictures. And number 10, technique, is a way of doing an activity that needs ability. Now, let's have a look at some examples of the words. The first one, vivid. Number 2, it shows. Number 3, influence. Number 4, it was painted. Number 5, the colors are. Number 6, colorful. Number 7, the style. Number 8, it symbolizes. Number 9, watercolor. And number 10, technique. Now that we know the thematic vocabulary, let's pay attention to the second part of the contents. Prepositions of place. Prepositions of place are words that are used to indicate the location of different things, like objects, people, places, etc. Sometimes we can use prepositional phrases to give a specific directions or descriptions as to where something is located. But what are some examples of prepositional phrases? Let's have a look at them. Examples of prepositional phrases could be at the top, in the background, in the middle, in the foreground, at the bottom, on the left, on the right, in the right top hand, in the bottom left hand. Now, it's important to remember our objective of the challenge. The objective was to write a description of an artistic representation using thematic vocabulary and prepositions. Now, let's have a look of what the challenge looks like. Here we can see an example of an artistic representation, and a description would be: in the middle of the picture there is a woman. It was painted using vivid colors. The colors I can see are yellow, brown, black, light blue, and red. In the background I can observe yellow and light blue colors. Now it's time to challenge yourself. Pay attention to the instructions on how to do the challenge. Number 1, you have to choose one artistic representation to describe from the ones presented. Pay attention to the artistic representations that you can use to describe. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. The second instruction is that you have to use the thematic vocabulary and the prepositional phrases to describe the painting. After that, you have to write the description in your copybook or in a computer. And lastly, you have to take a picture of the description and send it through email or Instagram. Let's have a look at how the challenge looks like. This is one of the pictures that you can select, and let's have a look at how the description looks like. In the middle of the picture, there is a family. It is a colorful painting. On the right, there is a tree. In the background, there are tall buildings. The style of the painting is pop art. Now it's time to see the modeling of the challenge. Now, how can you know when and how to submit the challenge? Let's pay attention. First, to submit the challenge, you have until Friday, November the 6th by 6 p.m. And how? You can send it through Instagram, and you must include your name and class and also select Keep in Chat, or you can send it through email and you have to include your name and class in the subject. It's time to see some important information for our challenge. The first important information is the rubric. Pay attention to the following images. The second important information is the long entry and the self-assessment. Pay attention to the following details on how to submit them. Last but not least, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at YouTube SC Canal and to follow our high school's Instagram at Tercer Ciclo SC. I'll be looking forward to reading all your descriptions. See you next time!